Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Sierra, aka the Chic and Savvy Belle. I think this is a little crooked. Hold on. Is it? Okay, I think that's better. So, welcome. So I know that a lot of my videos lately have been about my twin pregnancy, but I wanted to do a video that is very much overdue. And that is vitamins for VSG. I have been requested to do this video so many times and I don't know why. I'm just now getting around to it, guys. I'm sorry, but hopefully this video will help you guys going forward. I'm gonna try to explain everything as best as I can from like the beginning till now. So technically, excuse me, I think, oh wait, I think I actually just turned, I think I'm 18 months post-op, or am I 17 months post-op? I'm either 17 or 18 months post-op. I completely stopped counting once I found out I was expecting. I made my 1 year mark February 6, 2019. So this is July 2019. So nonetheless, I'm a year out. So at this point, my vitamin regimen is pretty consistent, but it's been adjusted a little bit now that I'm pregnant. But I want to go ahead and tell you guys what I did, how I did it, and how I was able to just be full of nutrients and energy pretty much my entire journey. Because to be honest, like, I was working out a lot, and I mean, I didn't really do anything crazy vitamin wise, but I do want to let you guys know what I did, because that is one of the #1 questions that I get. And I remember when I was doing my research, it was one of the #1 things that I was trying to find answers for. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is a multivitamin. Multivitamin is your lifeline. That is kind of like the thing you need every single day. Yes, if you get VSG, it is very important that you try to maintain taking that multivitamin every single day, because obviously you are not able to eat enough nutrients in a day to give your body what it needs. So I know there are a lot of people that have had VSG that do not take their vitamins, and that's fine. But for me, I wanted to be very consistent with it, because I wanted to make sure that I was giving my body everything that it wasn't getting, that it was getting pre-surgery. So I made a mental note that vitamins was just going to be a part of my regimen. No ifs, ands, buts about it. And that's kind of what I tried to stick to. So for me, my multivitamin from the very beginning, even actually, I started 30 days before my liquid diet. So I started off with this. It is called Vitamin Cooler. It's made by Revolution Nutrition, and I get this from GNC. Now, I recently was told that this brand is changing their formula or packaging or something, and GNC told the manager at GNC told me that, because I am one of the only people that go in there and buy this, he told me that I need to be on the lookout because they're going to be changing this product. So I don't know what that's going to look like, but this is what I used. It's a powder to liquid formula, and you can do the research for all of the values, but when I was looking for something really strong and powerful, this came in with higher nutrient values than any of the bariatric vitamins that I found. This particular product just like a lifesaver for me. So I highly recommend this, and I highly recommend it for at least I would say the first month post-op as well, because it's a liquid, and when you first have surgery, for me at least, I don't know about anyone else, but for me, I was scared to take large pills, and most multivitamins are very large. So this was just like perfect for me. I would drink it every morning. You put it with 10 ounces of water, and lifesaver. Now, when you graduate from being able, you know, like once you feel comfortable and you feel like you can take pills, because I don't like big bulky pills, I found the women's, and this is for women, but there's also just a regular women's petite. Is it not focusing? It's not focusing, sorry. Hopefully you can still see it. But I get the women's petite one-a-days, and basically I just was doubling up on them because the serving size is 2 capsules for just a regular woman. So because this is a supplement just for regular people that have a functioning stomach, I doubled up on mine. Some days I wouldn't, some days I would, but this is what I started taking. I would say 6 months post-op, I started kind of taking this. And they're really small. This is the bottle, and I can show you. They're tiny. They're not tiny, but they're small compared to multivitamins. So that's what they, oh shoot, dropped them. This is what they look like. So fairly small compared to any other type of multivitamin. So this is multivitamin. That's the only thing I've ever taken for multivitamin. The next most important thing is going to be your calcium. When you have surgery, calcium you have to take. And once again, I don't like large bulky pills, so I will show you. So I found this initially when I first had surgery. This is what I was taking, the liquid form. So I was doing, I don't know why this thing is struggling to focus, but I get this one from Walmart. So you want calcium with D3 in it, and magnesium, I believe. No, calcium citrate with D3 is what is recommended. So this is a liquid. It's got a really good citrusy kind of flavor. This is what I used like between months 1 through 4 until I found this Equate brand calcium plus D3, and it's in a petite form. So the pills are smaller because the large, the regular, actually, I thought I had one open. Well, the regular calcium pills are really big, and this is from Costco's. I got this, but I never really even used it because they were so big. So that's a full brand new bottle. So basically this is what I resorted to, these two. So post-op, between like months 1 through 6, 1 through 4, I can't really remember, but for sure in the beginning, I used the liquid form for calcium. Take this 3 times a day, because you need at least 1,500 milligrams of calcium per day. 1,500 milligrams. So you need to take calcium 3 times a day. You cannot take it all in one serving. So you take this in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. That's my regimen. I'm not gonna lie, because it's a medicine, I mean a vitamin that I have to take 3 times a day. Sometimes I would forget, but I would at least get morning and night. Sometimes that middle one I would just completely forget it. So that's when these really came in handy, because it's just easier to remember to take the pill. Now when you use the mini capsules, if you use this one, you have to take 2. So technically you're taking 6. You take 6 of these a day, because the serving size is 2 to get the 500 that you for the serving, which is 500 milligrams, but you need 1,500 milligrams as a VSG patient. Okay, so that takes care of calcium. Other thing that I do, I take B12. B12 is a part of my life every single day. I do 5,000 mcg. I get this one from Walmart. It's a chewable. Every single day I take that. Next up, iron. I added iron when my hair started to fall out. I wasn't taking it initially, but I started taking iron, and I was doing the 65 milligrams. I would take this every day, every other day. It wasn't very strict, but I did take iron. All right, next, a staple for me is biotin. I started taking biotin when actually I started taking it maybe a month before my hair did start falling out, because I wanted to take it anyways. But when my hair started falling out, I really got serious about it, so I upped my dosage, and this is what I've been taking since. This one is 5,000 mcg, so I would take 2 of these so that I can get 10,000 mcg. I got this from Costco's. Very, very inexpensive. So they're chewables, and I bought, like, I stocked up on these because they had a sale when I was in there one time, and I think it was like $5 a bottle, and the normal price was like 13 or 14, something like that. So I stocked up. So I don't know if they still have this brand or not, because I haven't been to Costco's in a long time, but I take 2 of these per day for 10,000 mcgs of biotin. All right, what else? Oh, and I'm digging in this is my bin what I keep under my cabinet with all my vitamins in it. This is what I was taking, my B12. I'm sorry to go backwards, but this was the B12 I was taking in the beginning. It was 1,500 mcgs, and for me, because I was just so active, it wasn't strong enough. But when I first started out, before I started working out really hard, it gave me decent energy. So if you want to start with something lighter than what I take, 5,000 now, but you can just start with something simple like this. And this is just a little dissolvable. I got this from Walmart, and it tastes really good. Okay, so I talked about that. Oh, okay. Hair, nails, and skin. I was taking these gummies until I found the biotin that I just showed you. So this one, I liked it, but I didn't want to have to continuously chew the gummies, so it's still kind of full because I stopped using it once I got the dissolvable biotin. But this is really good too. So if you run past these and you don't mind chewing gummies every day, this is a good option too. All right, another thing, I get this question all the time. It's like the #1 question, guys. Oh, before I get to that, I want to also show you this. I'm sorry to keep going backwards, but this is calcium. I used these in the beginning as well. So when I didn't want to drink my calcium, I would use my chewable calciums, and I was very faithful with these. So with these, you only have to chew 1 at a time. They're 500 milligrams already, so you just need 3 per day. I ordered these from Amazon, I believe. The brand is Bariatric Advantage, and my flavor, I think, is caramel. Yeah, caramel. These are really, really good, and they're easy to keep up with. They're just like little caramel candies. They taste really good. I highly recommend these for when you're post-op. Like, these I highly recommend for any time, because they're so easy to like keep up with, and you just throw them in, you know, keep some in your purse. If you carry a container for your vitamins, keep a couple in there. But I highly, highly, highly recommend these. It comes with 90 soft chews, so that's a month's supply. So that's the calcium. Okay, all right. 2 things I get asked a lot, like consistently, is what did I do for belly fat? And I stand by this, that belly fat is something that is going to be case by case, but I believe that if you eat very, very clean, that's the first thing. Water, eating clean, staying away from white starchy carbs, that's gonna definitely aid in your belly fat. But for multiple purposes, I took apple cider vinegar capsules every single day. This is a staple. This is something that I consistently take. It has so many advantages and benefits. I get asked about heartburn. Did I ever have heartburn? I never had heartburn. I took this literally, I would say I was at least a month post-op when I first started taking this, and it never messed with my stomach. It was just, maybe it was in my head, I don't know, but I truly feel like this apple cider vinegar helped me to shed belly fat for sure. If it didn't help me shed belly fat, I don't know, because I consistently took it. It's always been a vitamin that I took, or a supplement that I took. So I can't say if it didn't work. All I can say is it was a staple. I took it every single day, and I still take it. I've slacked up on it a little bit now that I'm expecting, but I do intend on, after having the babies, I intend on taking it daily again. I just need to check with my doctor to see if it's okay for me to continue taking this. Just because, you know, you gotta ask everything with pregnancies. So that's that. Last but not least, I believe, yeah, this is it. So last but not least, I have, with VSG, many of you may know that constipation is real, especially in the beginning, because you have to kind of get your protein in, and you can't really eat a lot of things yet, so your bowels are just all kinds of confused. Well, this is it. This is all I did. I take these Chewable Equate brand fiber supplements. I get this from Walmart. They are chewables. You take 2. They're really big, but they just taste like little candies, little chewables. I can show you. They're really big. They're not chalky or anything. I really enjoy eating them. But I take these, and you can take up to 6 per day. So it just depends on how, you know, your particular digestive system works. I take between 2 and 4. It just really depends on what I eat and how I kind of know my body now, but for sure I take 2 a day. Taking 2 a day, guys, I'm telling you, will save you really, really, really big in the bathroom. Okay, it's gonna help. So I would highly recommend adding these to your regimen. If you are struggling with constipation after surgery, or even now, I will go ahead and try it out and see, because I'm telling you, adding fiber to your diet is going to help you. That's pretty much it. So just to recap, multivitamins, this, calcium, these 3. This is the calcium options that I would recommend. I recommend Biotin, or hair, nails, and skin. I recommend that you take B12. Any of these, or any B12 that you so choose. And iron, good to have. And then, of course, apple cider vinegar and fiber. So that is, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. It looks like a lot, and I mean, honestly, if I hold all this up, let's see if I can. Let me see if I can do it, because it is a lot of bottles, huh? Let's see if we can make this happen. Biotin here. Let's see this. Calcium. Big old thing of calcium. Let's see if I can make it happen. Apple cider vinegar. I don't know, but well, you got the picture. So yeah, those are, oh Lord, that is a lot. So that's pretty much everything. So hopefully this helped, and if you have any questions, I will try to answer them below. But just remember, this is a lifelong journey, so you definitely have options. You play around with things, see what works, what doesn't work. But for sure, I think any of these options that I showed you guys, you'll be happy with. And everything is pretty inexpensive. I am an Equate brand girl. Like, if it comes in Equate, I'm buying it, because for the most part it's exactly the same ingredients, and I don't know why I would spend more money to get something that I could get for less. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks, and you are definitely welcome to share this anywhere with anyone that you think may need to see or have any questions about their vitamin regimen. Hopefully this really helps, guys. So thanks so much, and thanks for your continued support.